Maya had gotten everything I wanted her to get when she came running towards me, and I saw this freedom and light, and her face was just shining, and there was just no inhibitions there. She was as if she was 3 again.
Our aim is for the young people to recognize that there are other people in the world just like them, that they are not special in a sense of isolation. They're special in the sense of they can make a unique contribution, but the way that they matter is in the way that they make a contribution. So the first thing that goes on with the young people after they complete the 10-day experience here is that they reconnect with their family.
He came up to me and he said, Dad, have you ever wanted to be closer to someone than just with that person? And I said, yeah, I know what you mean. And he said, well, I want to be closer to my parents than just with my parents. And I said, Evan, that's wonderful. That's really great. I appreciate that.
She went over the wall and she did a bunch of things that I didn't think she'd be able to do. But she did it, and I'm real proud of her.
They begin to see that their family is crucial in their life, that the family matters, that their parents are real people with real problems, just like themselves, that they can be friends with their parents.
Lunch is really interesting because what happens during lunch is that we reverse the roles. That is, the young people get to feed the parents, and they feed them the way that they want to feed them, either real slow or in different combinations. So what happens is that the young people get a sense of what it is like, or what was it like for the parents when they were feeding them. What happens with most of the young people is that they become very responsible. They're very interested in satisfying their parents. So they're not sloppy. Most of the young people do not eat their own food until the parents are completed.
Here comes the dump truck.
The way I always wanted my coffee. Remember when you had it like this?
Also, the lunch process symbolizes the nature of their relationship at that moment.
Okay.
I'm hungry, Daniel. I'd like some of the cheese salad. Please.
Hungry as well?
Gummy, I'm hungry.
By the time we are complete with the young person's experience, the young people will have made a family contract. I feel that that is one of the major things, major shifts that's going to manifest in the lives of the families onwardly.
Number 2, take bites.
You have your packet. Somebody's going to do the writing. Choose somebody to do the writing. And at the top of the page, write, "We, the family, agree that," and then begin to work on how you can get some of those things that you want.
Now number 3.
We give them a certificate on which they have written out the way that they want their family life to be. And the father, mother, and the young people who are here will agree that they will do such and such. And then the father says, "I will hug you every day and tell you that I love you and give you a kiss goodnight." If the father is not doing it or is too busy at the telly, he can go and show the father, "Listen, you signed it with your name."
Trust. We, the family, agree that we will be more loving, cooperate more, respect each other as individuals. We will not yell at each other. We will do our chores willingly, quickly, and joyfully.
Right?
We will spend more quality time together doing what we as a family agree upon.
It was an opportunity for April and I to really share what we felt, because we're a lot alike. And I don't really share a lot with her. She doesn't share a lot with me. So that was an opportunity for us to just let go and say what we really felt. And it was good.
And we made family contracts yesterday and set up agreements that we were going to have amongst us. And one of the big ones is that I make sure I sit down and have dinner with them more often. I have a tendency to sit and eat at the counter and not have a meal with them. So it's been real enjoyable, and I've enjoyed sharing with them over this weekend.
One thing that happens. The other thing that happens is they begin to see that their job is their school. Their job is to learn. And that it is no good that they become indifferent, sloppy with their job. They have responsibilities in their family, they have responsibilities in their school. So they become more responsible kids and a lot more fun to be with.
I learned to cooperate more with the family and friends. And I've learned how to not judge people by the way they look, you know, to get to know them before I can actually think that they're not my friends or if they are my friends.
I'm learning how to trust people more and how to be their friend and how not to judge them.
I learned to like my buddy more. I learned to like my brother. I learned to not fight, and I learned to be brave.
I really love you.
I really love you too.
So then I know I have to hug you and kiss you. And then you'll feel happy. That's good. So now we know, right? So do I get a clap or a hug?
Put your arms around each other.
When we're communicating, we're missing each other. Like when I say, don't you know that I love you? Do you know it? But I want you to know that I love you. Like I might get nuts, with work and being a single parent and everything. I might get nuts, but know and trust that I love you, and I just need to be reminded.
As you have now seen, the family can work. You can have a family of love, oneness, integrity, with children that are supportive, responsible, and alive. The other side of the coin is the kind of conflict that I'm sure many of you experience today in your own families. We see it in our society, we see it amongst nations. If we don't address this problem, we all know that we are headed for a disaster. It is urgent. It is now.